Hello, the House of Tarot YouTube followers. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing a timeless reading you were meant to hear about aligning to your true self. What can you do to align to your true self? Any messages from the universe about aligning to your true self? We're going to go ahead and take some tea leaves. We have a Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. So things that really call to you, things that really make you put a lot of effort into them. Natural effort. I'm seeing something that really calls to you in the sense that you feel naturally drawn to, you feel a natural sense of inspiration to go towards. You feel natural when you're doing it. We also have a Whale, great worry over nothing. So a lot of things that give you worry, things that kind of put you out of alignment, things like that are not meant for your situation, for your life purpose, for things that get you out of alignment, things like that. I'm not saying that this is something that you must do. If you're a parent and you must change those diapers, of course you have to do those things, but things that have you worried, things that have you overly worried, not in a fun, challenging way or something that you really want to be challenged in a sense, just staying away from things like that. We have the Throne, position of authority. So do some of you like the positions of authority, having some sort of position of authority, being able to delegate, tell people what to do, ask people to do something, things like that, something that might put you in alignment to be part of the group, the head of the group, the captain of the group, just things like that. We also have a ladder, climbing towards success. So seeing it, once you feel the right nudge to do something, the alignment happens. It's definitely leading you towards success. It's taking you towards success. It's taking you to something that you've never quite felt, the value of success, the extent of the success that you can have by being in alignment, by changing things, by moving things around, by only dedicating yourself to things that really matter to you, causes that matter to you, positions of power that matter to you, not so much delegating something that you don't have your heart into. So really following things that are heart-centered is also what I'm hearing, following things that take you to help people. So this position of authority, I see as a matter of helping people for what they need in life, what the world might need, what your school might need, just different scenarios. I'm seeing things where even helping people with obtaining the right foods for their system, for their bodies, things like that. So if you're in a medical position, or even so much as a school position where you want to eliminate certain things that are at the school or things like that, just eliminating things and having some sort of position of power where you get to do these things to really help others, thrive. And I really see that being your purpose at times, the feeling of being in your purpose. Let's see what else we have. We have angels, following your paths. I'm seeing also finding the signs from your angels. If you see a lot of numbers together, if you see something that really means something to you, a certain number sequence. It doesn't have to be the angel numbers of 111, 222, things like that. It could be just the sequence of numbers that matter to you, numbers that were special to you, and seeing them often. Really look out for those signs from your angels, and that's kind of telling me that you're on the right path, that those are signs from your angels that you're going towards the right path, just one step at a time. Some people get to really leap above and beyond, but some people, it takes time to get there. We also have food and hunger. So I don't know why I keep saying this having to do with food. So if you're in some kind of position of helping people with food, even if it's minor, it doesn't have to be the biggest position in the world. This might not be your life purpose in life, but there is helping people through food to possibly help you get into alignment. So it's kind of doing something good for others, helping people in a way that you might know how to help people. That might be through food, through some sort of giving, some sort of cooking, some sort of feeding people's souls and their stomachs and things like that, where they have like an experience with you. And I feel like that might not be like the complete answer of how you get into alignment, but it certainly feels good and takes you closer and closer when you're doing things that make you feel good. So if you feel good cooking for others, creating things for others, even dropping off food to someone that you know got sick, or their kids got sick, or they're not feeling well, or you just know that they crave something often and you like to be the one that provides that for them and provides that joy, that spark in their life for that day. what's big right now is delivering even coffee or like a Starbucks order, knowing people's Starbucks orders. So things like that, really looking out for ways to contribute back to somebody that showed you love, that showed you care, things like that. And it really kind of feeds back into your soul, into your life purpose, into alignment, just that feel good overall energy that you're giving out and receiving back. We have the Page of Pentacles for our first row. Ooh, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacle energy. This is about things that are tangible to you, things that matter to you, possessions, money, things like that. We also have the King of Wands. Okay, for our first row, let's go ahead and pull out the cards for our second row. Would be the Four of Wands. Ooh, the World. So I really do see you kind of finding your way into alignment, and it's possibly coming very soon for you. We also have the Hierophant. And lastly, we have the Seven of Cups for our final card of the tarot. Let's go ahead and read these cards. So for the Page of Pentacles and our recent past placement, something has been already calling to you. I feel you might be on the right track with this thing, but it takes time. It takes purposeful energy. It takes commitment. It takes taking your time, valuing something. So if it's something that you value, it really is going to take a lot out of you. I feel the need to say that if it was really easy, everybody would have it. So if it's kind of building something, even building a YouTube channel, building a small business, it does take a lot of precarious care. Just the way the person's holding this thing in front of them, it takes a lot of care. It takes putting the right ingredients into your product, into what you're trying to achieve, into what you're trying to do to really create something long lasting, to really find your niche, to find the people that really are drawn to you. I feel like this is only going to be a beacon of magnetism, where people just are drawn to you because you attract the right people by putting a lot of effort and your soul and heart into what you want to do. And I feel like that's the alignment aspect, where you kind of bring people back in, or you attract the right people that really kind of follow your lead and what you're doing. So we have position of authority. I see them following your lead, following what you have to say. So if you're trying to start a movement, for some of you, if you're trying to start some sort of movement, some sort of coaching, some sort of style of thinking and things like that, it just cannot always be tangible. For some of you, it might be a product that is like an e-file or things like that. I feel like you're putting a lot of effort into it. You've been putting a lot of effort into it. You might not always see what can come out of it right away. You might not see it in a month, in 2 months, but I see that it definitely rains on you at some points. You just really have to put that effort into it. There's definitely a season of completion, of feeling the return on everything, of feeling people dancing with you, people celebrating with you, even children celebrating with you, because you possibly get to pay it forward to nieces, nephews, grandchildren, or your own children, things like that. So I really see it raining on you. I feel like that's your hopes and dreams, your desires, and I really feel it gets there by putting all the trust into your soul, by putting all your energy into this thing, into creating the right product, into creating the right movement of everything. We also have stability in your life, a lot of stable times, a lot of times of hopeful changes. So a lot of hopefulness that you get here, a lot of hopefulness that you'll be there. And I feel by giving, you receive. So by kind of putting good energy out, you receive. So getting into alignment and the right things that you're doing for people, even if it's something small, like a parent or a spouse or a child, just kind of giving back to them in a way that brings joy, that you get to kind of feed off or feel that joy. So it could be seen as something very selfish, that you're just giving to get back, but it's also kind of putting a smile on other people's faces. And I know a really good way to do this is also giving notes to random people or their cars or just things like that, just kind of spreading the love, spreading the joy, spreading things around with everybody. We also have the World on the table. The World is about completion. So we have like a lot of completion energy, celebrating energy, also taking advice from somebody. And this could be anybody. This could be another coach. If you're into the coaching business, this could be another coach that you bring in, another guru, another person, even religion, getting religion involved. So your higher power, just people that you love, and looking out for those signs with your higher power as well. So asking for those signs. I know there's times in my life where I just asked for the sign and it immediately came in that 1 minute, like the thing just shows up for you. So really kind of putting your heart center into asking for that sign, asking for what's the next step, just really getting heart centered into what your goals are and what you're trying to achieve. I really see the alignment happening for you, and also you putting the effort of spreading the joy, spreading the love, spreading that kind of energy outward towards everybody. We're going to go ahead and take a message from the oracle for you, and we have stop ruminating over what you did or didn't. Let it go. And I feel like this is possibly what's holding you down. This is a message about something holding you back from being in alignment, staying in alignment. I feel like something kind of can knock you down pretty easily. So really try to overcome that with kind of a list of ways to overcome it. Looking at feel good photos, looking at things that make you happy, watching a video that makes you happy, watching this one movie that brings a lot of joy. So you really had to get out of that energy really fast to stay into your alignment, into your goals, into what you're trying to achieve. So really find a way to kind of stay focused on what your thing is, what you're trying to achieve, where you want to stay into your alignment, what kind of cells you want in your body of joy and happiness and proud and feel good feelings and things like that, and staying away from ruminating, thinking, remembering, just kind of things that no longer serve us. You've already lived them is also what I'm hearing. You've already lived them once. You don't need to keep going over and over it again, talking about it. There is spaces for that. There's talk therapy, there's journaling, there's spaces that are exclusive to that time, and then you get to move on. So if you really need that sort of space, find a way to obtain it and leave it there with whoever you pay to keep that kind of energy, and you move on, and they know what to do with that energy themselves. So even your tarot reader, your local tarot reader, spiritual reader, religion expert, just things like that, kind of giving it to them, and they know how to process what's going on. We have guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. So again, a lot of letting it go energy. Whatever is holding you back is about a lot of holding things, remembering things, using the same stories over and over is what's possibly also keeping you out of your desire where you want to be in alignment at this time. So just a lot of releasing energy and just different practices, different modalities, whether it's meditation, every shower you take, you wash it away, just things like that, just envisioning different things for yourself on how you're going to overcome just any kind of negativity to really get where you have to be. And I feel like putting your efforts and all that energy back into what you're trying to achieve, whatever this might be for every single listener out there, whatever you're trying to achieve, is possible, leaving all the negativity behind and really following all the signs that the universe has for you. I feel like they're out there. You just have to really see them and pay attention, and maybe dedicate a day where you're going to focus on paying attention to the signs to stay and remain and be in alignment. I'm going to take a message card. We have transform, rise above any situation and become the best version of you. And I really like that for you. Transforming yourself, staying and becoming the best version of you. So kind of even something small, staying with a goal of whatever it may be, whether you wake up and you want to achieve this one thing every day, and kind of that becomes a new version of you in small ways. So the big picture is one thing, finding the little ways that lead to that one thing, which becomes the new version of you. So the big picture could be anything under the sun, finding all the little steps and doing them daily, just the tiniest of steps, whether it's tidying up a room daily because you want to be a person that has a very clean house, just tidying up one little thing daily for 5 minutes. And that becomes the new version of you, that you have this very tidy home or this very picturesque house or magazine looking house and things like that. And that's really all I'm getting for you of how to get into alignment, what steps to take into alignment. Just different things came up. So many things came up. We had angels, we had your higher power, we had putting your efforts back into yourself and what you're trying to achieve. And I feel it's coming for you, whatever it is. And a lot of letting go energy. So that's a small recap of what was discussed today. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. I know my readings can be very specific. I'm trying to generalize them a lot more. I do offer readings at thehouseoftarot.etsy.com. If you do like specific readings, I can get very specific with you. So please come visit me there. And with that, I see you guys. Bye-bye.